Just beautiful out here, but not as beautiful as this rig right here, man. This is a Ranger HD. My friend Jason just bought it. It's his birthday too. Happy birthday in the comments. In my opinion, this could be the future of side-by-sides. Not necessarily because of what you're seeing here, but because it says steel drive transmission.
Technologia! Technologia!
That means this thing has a steel belted CVT like a car. Everybody and their brother says, why don't you make them like cars, dude? Just do it like a car. Well, Polaris did it, and this is it. So not only is it a steel drive transmission, but it's got a 1500cc engine that's essentially a 3-cylinder Pro R motor. So is this going to be in an upcoming Razor? Did you talk to the boys at the dealer? What'd they say?
No idea.
Okay, yeah, I guess they don't know. But yeah, first thing you do when you get one of these HDs, you throw 35s on it, Terra hooks, of course. It's massive, it's huge, it's heavy, and we're gonna test this thing out today and see what it's like. A lot of people like them, some people hate them.
Mixed reviews.
Yeah. Well,
so far, 100 miles in, I'm definitely digging it.
You got 100 miles on this sucker?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, well, first thing to note about this thing, like I already said, it is massive. There's nothing old school Ranger about this thing at all. It is bigger in every way. Every body thing and every interior piece is all custom to this extreme duty Ranger. So it's got steps on the sides, got room for 4 friggin' buckets, dude. You got more room in the back seat than any other side-by-side I've ever seen. More room in the front seat. The dash is wide. We got a glass windshield. And we're at St. Helen, baby. Time to go rip this sucker.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, we're not gonna rip it as hard as this Suburban's been ripped. Tell you that.
Rip it at a normal, slow speed.
Rip it at a medium pace, dude, like Adam Sandler.
Nothing sport about this machine. This is utility strictly.
Okay, well, you know, we'll see. We'll see what she'll do. Well, got everything back here, all done up, ready to go. I say let's start this thing for the first time, man. See what it's all about.
Hey, it starts.
Wow.
That's good.
I would say it's very quiet, but the motor's also 29 feet behind us, so.
It is honestly, like, one thing I've noticed driving this, it's arguably the quietest machine I've ever been in.
Well, no clutch noise.
No clutch noise, and like, there's multiple modes you can pick from. In the comfort mode, it just keeps it at a super low RPM.
Yeah, because the clutches are electronically controlled. They're not mechanically controlled like other ones. And there's no low either, which is weird. Just drive and
there's no neutral
reverse.
either.
Oh, there is no neutral.
No, to get it in true neutral, there's like a thing under this panel that you have to disengage.
So there is park though. Okay, some cars don't have a park, which is just crazy to me. But so in drive and oh my gosh, so you don't have to even touch the gas. It just takes off.
This is creep mode. I didn't really think I would care or use it, but honestly, pulling into a garage, like when you got stuff on both sides of you or in front of you,
yeah,
or even like when we just put it on the trailer. Like, you don't have to give it any RPM to get it moving. Versus like a traditional CVT where you have to basically
engage it. Yeah. Interesting. So that's more like a torque converter kind of thing. And they can do anything with these CVTs because they're controlled by a motor or whatever the hell it's controlled by. I have no idea. I'm noticing right off the rip, absolutely the quietest side-by-side I've ever been in. Before this, that Segway supervillain would take the cake, but this thing, you can have a conversation.
This is like as base mode as you can get. We don't have doors, we don't have windows, and it somehow it's like as quiet as a golf cart.
Well, sometimes though, those doors and windows reverberate. Like if you guys ever been in an Expedition, XP 1K motor in the back just ripping. It's loud inside of those cars, but this open is beautiful. We're about to head in the trails for the first time in this thing. One thing I am noticing is there's no lack of cup holders, dude. You got 2, 4, 6 for the front 3 people, so that's 2 drinks per person up front. Then in the back you got 2, and then this flips down with 2 more, so that's a total of 4. And yeah, the trails right now are absolutely destroyed. They are bad.
Wow.
So this is going to be a real test of this rig. So far, a little washboardy. It gets worse. I've actually been here twice this week already, and this is probably the worst I've ever seen the trails. bro. The throttle response is so weird because it's like instead of the clutches telling the engine what it's going to do, it's the engine's telling the clutches what they're going to do. It's very weird, very different, but I like it. Well, look at that, boys. Well, we're on the new trail system here that I don't go on often. I shouldn't say new, but I don't know where we're at really. So we're using Onyx off-road for this, and of course Onyx will get you anywhere. You can do anything. If there's any boundaries around us, if there's any trails we don't know, Onyx will tell us all about it and it'll tell us how to get to where we're going. So I like using Onyx. Jason, use it for hunting all the time, right?
All the time. Super helpful.
Yep, and if you guys want to use Onyx, you can get it on your Android or your iPhone. Just use the Onyx app and use code R3 when you sign up, dude. Big discount. 20% off when you get Onyx with code R3. So make sure to check that out. We're going to continue using it all day and figure out where the hell we're at. We're just coming up to our first whoop section here. It's
We're learning the limitations.
quickly. Normally, if this was a demo unit, she'd be hopping and hipping, but my boy paid a lot of money for it, so we're not going to do that. It did seem like it was going to immediately do bad, though. This ain't bad, though, actually. Maybe you just got to get on top of it.
Listen, it's doing better than I thought it would.
That's true. Oh, yeah, it wasn't going to work. Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, that's enough of that. This is the roughest section?
This is the roughest set of trails anywhere.
What was the last 5 miles? Because that was pretty rough.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
thought that was the roughest section.
I think our wheelbase is really helping us out in this, but man, this is brutal. I'm gonna say it right now, dude. These tires need to come down in pressure.
You're not wrong.
I think he's got them at 18. We need like 12. Well, we took some air out of these tires. We should be good to go. I think it's time to go to Olden Lake, bud. I'm hopping in.
Here's some lunch.
Rig, dude. Quiet. She's smooth. Doesn't fling mud all over you. I was out here with my razor the other day. I found out that when you hit water, part of the channel over here just shoots the water right in your crotch, which is not that cool. This doesn't do that. Jason's line here, we caught up to people, and you know, like he said, you would have told us that we were going to catch up to someone in this rig, I wouldn't have believed you.
Utility machine.
We're just out here getting it, dude. They're getting it too, just much more slowly. Alright, we're back to open trail. We're clipping at 28 mile an hour. Feels like we're going 200 though.
You might as well be in this thing, man.
Yeah, she's a beast. This glass windshield. Nice. Why'd I do that? Why did I do that? Well, we're about into Holland Lake. We've been driving pretty sporty. Right now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the trans temp, 115.
It doesn't even seem possible.
Yeah.
For as hard on it as I have that. Like it doesn't make sense that it's only 115.
Yeah, like I'm just having so much fun being a passenger. Normally you don't have fun being a passenger, but I'll tell you what, this is an enjoyable car. And the clutching, after being in, you know, mechanical CVTs forever and then getting into this electronically controlled CVT, everything it's doing makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like the car's loosened up.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this a minute ago. Like, it just seems to be riding so much better.
Yeah, like these chatter bumps into corners, just they're starting to get, the suspension's getting a little more compliant with time, and I don't know if it's breaking
I bought this machine specifically for utility. And honestly, I've been blown away thus far. Like, I did not expect it to do nearly this good.
Yeah, you could throw the wife and kids in this thing, dude, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, this would work well at Silver Lake, too. Like, it's got enough power to climb every hill there, no problem.
And like coming out of these turns, I'm only going like a quarter throttle, but like if you want to get crazy with it and just pin it out of a corner, like it's got enough power to really keep you like captivated, I guess would be the word.
Yeah, that makes sense. And this could be the classic conundrum too, that it's better to drive something slow fast than it is something fast slow.
Yeah.
But we're having a great time in here.
Yeah, no, great trails. There's not too many people out. Perfect temperature. It's not super hot. What a good day, man. Beautiful day.
Ranger 1500, baby. Get some food. Well, we have made it to the fuel station. I'm really curious to see how much fuel it takes to fill this thing back up. So I've done this loop literally dozens of times on other machines. I know an X3 takes about 4 gallons when you're pushing it. I know my Pro R takes about 6 gallons when we're pushing it. I'm impressed with this rig, dude.
It only showed 2 bars, I think, being down.
Yeah, you never know. That's Polaris stock,
Yeah,
dude. That could be
we'll
40
see.
gallons
We'll
or
see.
0.4 gallons. We don't know. But wow, I'm so impressed with this thing. Everything on it's just massive too. The closer you look, you know, the axles are massive, sway bars just massive. Huge amount of clearance here. This is a 35 on a stock car with a stock offset wheel. No rubbing. Like, it's close, but it ain't doing it. I'll open this bed up and see what it looks like. That little triple, man. I'm interested in seeing that thing. Oh my gosh. That's a really cool intake manifold. That's way different than the Pro R. Wait, is the engine like tilted on its side? What in the hell is going on here? 3.6, huh? That was topped off?
Yep.
So it gets better fuel economy than an X3. Interesting.
I mean,
3.8 to the tippy.
that's wild.
Thank you, Pressure Crack out here, dude. Good spot to eat.
Good food.
Good food, good Ranger too. I'm really jacked on this thing, so I'm hoping maybe I'll, you know, get behind the wheel on the way back. If not, no big deal. I did have one single beer that I didn't finish. So, do we want to go to some rocks?
Let's try it. We can find them. We tried finding them on the way here. They were non-existent.
Did a bad job at
They
that.
were not where we thought they were.
I think Onyx can get us figured out. But all right, let's throw it back. Very excited to be in this thing. This is a cool car. Well, I have been graced with the ability to drive the Ranger. I did drive one of these a long time ago with dirt tracks, and I was very shocked at how everything felt. Yeah, the shifter's so weird. Clutch engagement, just awesome. Size, massive. He had the stock wheels on his too. It was not as enjoyable.
35s are huge.
Yeah.
compared to stock.
Yeah, so we're very lucky out here today to have a freshly groomed trail like Jason's just saying. Almost, it's gotta be the best cruising side-by-side I've ever been in, ever. Are we in sport mode?
Yep. Sport mode.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Dude, the electronically controlled clutching is just, when you spent the last 10 years driving stuff with mechanical clutches and you kind of know how they're gonna work, and this just shifts on its own. Oh, it's weird. It's cool though.
Yeah. It does its own thing. And I get why some guys don't like this transmission because they're probably used to a regular CVT.
Yeah, correct.
It's like its own thing.
And one crazy thing too that we were both commenting on is that, okay, yeah, we're not going Mach Jesus speed here, but still zero body roll at all.
Yeah.
Like it hugs the corners, it leans in where you want it to, even on a tire that's, you know, 5 inches taller than the factory one. Pretty sharp corner right here. Look at that. It handles great, dude. Unbelievable. Now it's not quite Expedition level with its suspension capability, but the Expedition can't do the things this can do. Like this can tow a heavy trailer. This is a beautiful part of St. Helen trails here too. The St. Helen snowpackers, they come through in the summer and groom the trails. Thanks, big dog. That's a huge tractor too.
That is huge.
That's massive. This is a great car. I'm really enjoying it. I'm sorry. I wish you guys in there could be out here driving it, hopping in the back. This is great. Now, GoPro angle ain't really gonna help this, but we're on an incline right now.
You can kind of tell over here. So one of the biggest complaints with this machine that I think people have is that it doesn't do good going up hills. And I think we've kind of found out, just in messing around, like if you maintain the throttle and just let the clutches do what they're gonna do, like it has no problem. But like right now, we're stopped on a hill, and when you go to take off, like it does kind of feel like it's wanting to slip.
A little bit, but that wasn't bad.
Like I can just feel it continue to pull, but here, let's stop on the steep part.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty significant.
So this is, I don't know, we don't have a
angle meter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can feel that.
Yeah.
So what's the fix here? Isn't there some sort of button you can press or something?
So you can do torque boost. You basically, from what I remember, you press the brake and then throttle all the way down and let off the brake. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was the Polaris video that said that.
Yeah.
And it basically just almost does like a trans brake maneuver. And I think with 35s, you would almost absolutely break something. Like I don't even want to try it. But you can like,
yeah, if you just
easing into it, like it does it.
Yeah.
But like when I gave it, man, that is steep.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it.
Yeah,
flash.
It definitely feels like it flashes. Let's see what our trans temp is now that we've slipped it a little bit. It's still only 126.
126, dude. She's hot. Just kidding.
There is a shutoff at one point when it will tell you to like pull over and stop, but
It's got to be the 200s.
I was going to say we got to be a long ways away from that.
Wow. That's pretty savage right here.
You just stay in the throttle and man, it just keeps chugging along.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Keep up the pace. Keep up the pace. Oh, there you go. These Rangers can climb just fine.
It just stay in it. Just keeps going, man.
It's not even spinning 4,000 RPMs. It's just so wild. So weird.
Trans temp is 115 after we've been hot lapping this little hill. That's wild.
Can't go wrong with this stuff. Rocks, dude. We gotta find these rocks. I know where they're at. But Jason's really getting used to this car. We're actually in the straights where we can see quite far ahead. We're going pretty quick, which is really interesting in a giant utility machine. But dude, it's good.
Yeah, for sure. It's eating them up too.
Yeah, the small chatter to like medium whoops, it's doing pretty good on. Big whoops, still haven't quite got it figured out yet, which makes sense. Like, it just
I don't
ain't.
know that we ever will get it figured out, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe we get the lock in on the suspension, dude.
Yeah.
Could lock in on it
Some
and get it
long
figured out.
travel, some box shocks, dude. I don't know that it would be worth it at that point. Though.
Yeah, probably not. Well, boys, we have reached the rocks. Honestly, I haven't been down here in a couple years. These look pretty good. Clearly been doing a lot of hardcore riding other places, but for the middle of the woods, this ain't bad. Want to start off with these clangers right here, dude?
Sure.
See if you can't scrape the underbody on this sucker. All right, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think Jason's ready for any rock crawling at all. So, you know, out of respect for him, I'm not trying to be rude, but we'll start off with the smallest little rock climb section. You're going right for it, huh? You should go over here, not over there.
Yeah, now I see what people are talking about. If you put it back, it's torn.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, she looks good. There we go. Rock climbing, baby. All right, hard passenger. There you go. Oh, we're hanging tires already. Looking good, looking good. All right, hard right. There we go. Oh, dude, she's doing good. All right, that one in the middle is going to be a little troublesome. You should maybe try to hit that with your left front right here. So keep turning right, yeah. Oh, there's one over there too. Let's take a look-see. Oh, yeah, you're coming right through. There we go. That front diff must be locked.
skid plate on?
No, looks good. Okay.
Front left?
Yeah, probably. Maybe just go straight.
Well, I feel like my right's up on a big rock.
I think you have enough ground clearance though. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Go the other way?
Man, I don't know. Do you want to keep rock climbing?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, I got him convinced to climb up the pipes just a little bit. I think we can get to the third pipe. There you go. Oh my gosh, it's so long. You don't realize it until you really get out here. Freaking pipe man, dude.
136 straight at 7.
That ain't bad.
I think we've reached as high as we can go. Because I feel like my tire's gonna get hung up at that.
Yeah, but how will you know if you don't try?
Well, we don't have a winch.
No,
This
we're
thing
good.
weighs as much as a Chevy Cavalier.
No, we're good. I know a lot of people in St. Helen. We're good.
Yep, skid plate.
There you go. Oh, those clutches don't like that.
Oh, it just shot up about 30 degrees. Okay.
All right, yeah, back her down, back her down. Yeah, maybe, don't know. Have to talk to the Gilo men, dude. See what they can do for us.
Yeah, once it gets hot, it seems like it just wants to slip way easier. So
Yeah.
definitely get now, like having actually done some pretty intense hill climbing. Like as long as you're moving, it's fine. But like the second you're doing like the stop and go stuff, it doesn't get happy.
Well, yeah, this is a pretty bad hill climb anyway. Man, it seems like you just have to kind of keep up on the momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes sense now. Not having a low gear,
Yeah.
like the clutches are doing a lot of things to try to get it at a slow enough speed. If you keep momentum, I feel like it would climb right up those tubes without an issue. But the stop and go doesn't particularly like that. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I'm still honestly super duper surprised.
This thing's badass.
Made it up as far as it did. It never would have without the 35s either.
Yeah, you'd have been hitting ground.
It would have high centered immediately. Even in this stuff, coming down, like I feel stock tires would be no bueno.
Yep. I mean, hey, we have a little bit of a rim ding, dude. Look at that. That's how you know you're really doing some rock crawling. All right, let's head back to the truck and then just give us final thoughts on this sucker. I really like it though. I think it's badass. Well, Jason's doing a great job. He's really warming up to the car. Nothing better than going out with a new car with your old friend who used to be in the sport side-by-sides, but now has graduated into the utility life.
Utility man now.
Yeah, he's got to cut trees down, dude. He's got some property. He's got, you know, doesn't really care enough to have a sport side-by-side and a utility.
But
So
this fills the gap though. This bridges the gap very, very well. I do think after trying to climb some stuff, maybe needs a tune, but really flawless machine.
I like it. I think it's really fun. And what Jason's saying is it does fill the gap because it still keeps all the utility. But we're out here right now just having a good time trail riding. And that's really what this is all about. So I like the Polaris Ranger Extreme Duty, XD, HD, whatever it is. I really like this 1500. And I'm hoping to see this 1500 with a turbo strap to it and this steel belt CVT in a Razor at some point, or a Razor with a 5 or 6 speed automatic, something similar to that Segway. I do think Polaris has been hiding something like that in the background for a long time. They need to bring it out, because to be honest with you, I'm getting pretty sick of these belts. Ibex is doing a great job of keeping everything alive, of course, but man, something like this, not having to worry, huge weight, it's just awesome. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this one. Thank you to everyone on, I think it's this side of the screen, that's floating by on our Patreon list. If you guys want to join that list and say whatever you want in this floating list of things, or it's this side, I don't remember. Frank will yell at me later. If you want to join that, go to patreon.com/race for build repeat. There's a link in the description where you can sign up. You can say whatever you want, promote your business, promote yourself, or not. It's not required, it's just always appreciated. So Jason, thank you for going out today with us.
Thanks for coming.
yeah, it was a good time. We put some miles on this sucker finally, and huge shouts out again to ITP for getting us hooked up with the 35-inch terra hooks, baby. These things are just badass on this car. Just look at it. All right, see you, bud.